This is the basis for everything, the main scale. I've only given you the first note. What you need to know about that is do. I don't know if it's the right note because I don't have perfect pitch, but it doesn't matter. It's not the note that counts, it's the relationship to the next note that really counts. And then the series of 7 after that. 6 more. Okay? The 2 note is a whole step above the 1. This can be looked at another way, but we'll get to that eventually. Because you can go down and get the same note name. The 3 is another whole step. Do, re, mi. Okay, from 3 to 4. Fa is a half step. Most people already know this, but they don't know what it means or what to do with it. I'll show you that as we go. So, what a vocalist. That's a 5. A whole step above 4. So, between 1 and 2 is a whole step, 2 and 3 is a whole step, 3 and 4 is a half step, 4 and 5 is a half step. Between 1 and 5 is 3.5 steps. Between 1 and 4 is 2.5 steps. Between 3 and 5 is 1.5 steps. Between 2 and 5 is 2.5 steps. Between 1 and 3 is 2 steps. You need to know this stuff. Just all you got to do is look at it once a day and you'd have it. 5 to 6 is a whole step. So from 1 to 6 is 4.5 steps, or 9 half steps. That system is superior in certain ways when you count just half steps, especially for the guitar, because we see the frets. The frets are a half step apart. 6 to 7 is another whole step, 2 frets. 7 to the root is another half step. So from root to root is 12 half steps, 6 whole steps. Descending, we have a root. It's a half step down to the 7th. You need to know this both directions. Nobody knows it. Even the people that know the intervals can't say them backwards. A lot of them, anyway. 7 to 6 is a whole step down. 6 to 5 is a whole step down. 5 to 4 is a whole step down. 4 to 3 is only a half step. 3 to 2 is a whole step. 2 back to 1 is a whole step. This is diatonic formula. 2 whole steps, a half step, 3 whole steps, and a half step, ascending. Descending, it's 1 half step, 3 whole steps, 1 half step, and 2 whole steps, which is a Phrygian mode. That's another lesson. So an Ionian turned inside out is a Phrygian. We'll get to that. Study it. Listen to this thing until it makes sense, or until you can repeat it all back, everything I've said.